we are due for a love reading. So let me put my protection on. Some of it anyway. Some of you may be wondering what is going on for you in love. That's what I'm going to set the intention for, that we get messages about what may be blocking or delaying love connection that you want. If you do not want a love connection, you don't want a love story to unfold, then don't be mad at what comes out in this message, okay? Or just simply don't watch. Welcome or welcome back to Southern Lightwork. I don't know what's going to come out. I don't know what kinds of messages need to be known today, but we're about to find out. So, and I'm feeling like I need to get one more deck out. Yeah, let me see if I can move quickly through these, because I want to get some predictive stuff too. So let's just see where this goes. What's the vibe? What's the vibe first. After I pray, I want to thank my ancestors. I want to thank them for their contributions to who I am, the gifts that I have, the gifts that are still coming to me. I want to thank the Most High God for this opportunity, for this beautiful day, for this opportunity to be a channel for the collective, to bring any messages that might be for our highest good. Nothing else. Any negative energies will have to, wow. My throat just stopped working. Any negative energies will be repelled from this space, from a protective bubble covering all of us listening to or watching this reading. That the messages will not be distorted or blocked in any way. So it is. Listening to some lo-fi. I'm actually going to start creating some lo-fi music myself. So stay tuned. It might become part of this channel, or I may start another one. Just one part of my creative expression is making music. So I have a whole business launching. And I'm going to plug my microphone in. How about that? Yeah, let's have our microphone plugged in. Let's do that. Again, my voice is trying not to let... Okay, somebody don't want me to say something. Somebody's trying not to let me get this out, huh? And these cards are like... Something must be afraid or... Just got them. We're not jacked up already. All right, one more shuffle. One more shuffle. Okay. What's the vibe? Let's get some initial energies. Envy, resentful, competitive, discontent. Okay. There's 2 cards, but I want one at a time, please, Spirit. What else? Smell the roses. Slow down. Take some time. I thought this person was smoking. Take some you time. Get out in nature. Okay. So maybe somebody's feeling some envy that they need to disconnect from. Try to stop focusing so much on. Envy is a useless emotion. Okay. We'll take them. This 2 cards came out. This was at the bottom of the deck when I opened the box today. Chaos. Upheaval. Disaster. Downfall. And there is a tornado funnel in the background. And daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusion, hopes, and dreams. I just turned on a daydreaming lo-fi video. It's background music you hear. All right, so this is some competing energy. You know, we're dealing with envy and chaos, but at the same time, somebody's fighting to also be able to do the more positive things. Let's go one more. I like 5s. Oh, okay. What hit the floor was epiphany. Self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. Okay, that might be a message to somebody that you've got some untapped talents that you need to get into. Bottom of the deck is puzzled, confused, perplexed, conflicted. I would say so. These energies are conflicting for sure. So let's see if we can find out some additional messages. So all of these things, you know, you magnetize good to yourself. You magnetize love, outward love, external love to yourself when you finally embrace your self-love. That's what I've learned the past couple of years as I've been working on my healing, working on my ascension, my spiritual development. And that is like at the core of all of this is self-love, like unconditional self-love that you may think you have. You may think you have it, and then you realize like, wow, I actually could love myself even more than I already do. So what is this envy about? What else? Key player. Important person playing an essential role, irreplaceable. That may be you or could be somebody else in your energy, whoever you're thinking about. The envy. I feel like somebody may be envious of the collective and may think of you as may think of you as a key player. It's irreplaceable. Who are we talking about here? Smell the roses. Red flagged, warning signs, take heed, risky situation. Chaos. Black sheep, rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms, rhymes with storms. Somebody is causing chaos because they're being themselves. They're embracing their own desires, which is rebellion. Daydreaming. What was that about? Get some more on daydreaming, please, Spirit. Rebound. Flighty, temporary option. Unpredictable intentions. Somebody thinking about doing something risky. And rebound gives me there with somebody right now. It's usually what that means in relationships. Going from one to the next without any break in between. Or using another person to heal from a breakup. Trying to anyway. What about epiphany? Fuego. Chemistry, intense passion, things are heating up. Somebody's had an epiphany about the collective, I think. It's definitely about a relationship. I don't know, this is giving me... Let me hold off. Lucky breaks at the bottom of the deck. Good fortune, good things coming. Turning point. I just did a 3D puzzle last night that was like St. Patrick's Day theme. Bunch of shamrocks. So something lucky is on the horizon. I'll say that much. Alright, let's get a little bit more. This is a love oracle. I had the what's the vibe deck, what's the news, and this is a love oracle. So there's a lot going on here, but I'm going to tie it together. One more, please. Somebody envies a key player. Someone's smelling the roses. That feels like somebody is, either you or whoever you're thinking about, is slowing down long enough to see the danger. Maybe they've been bypassing, they've been overlooking something that around them that's dangerous. Maybe they've been working too hard. They've been listening to the wrong people. This chaos is causing, well, somebody rebelling is causing this chaos, or potentially will cause chaos. Somebody's daydreaming about a rebound situation. And there's some intense passion. So somebody's had some... I've been hearing the word epiphany all over the place lately. Somebody's waking up to a truth, to an understanding, some clarity. So you can get epiphany followed by puzzled. It's like, are you just not trusting the epiphanies? What's come through in the epiphany? It's possible. But if this is past energy and this is what they want now, or what they're coming up against, what you're coming up against now, is something feels lucky. Something feels like it's about to be, you're about to have a stroke of luck. Okay, what about intimacy? Bonding, sensual, confiding. Okay. It's very fuego, that is fire, for that to come out next. So it's very hot, it's very passionate. I just hit my incense stick with this card. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted. So whatever this warning sign was, it either it caused cloudy judgment or it illuminated that somebody's had some cloudy judgment in the past. What about black sheep? Let's get some more energy on this black sheep that's causing chaos. Distracted, sidetracked, change, delays. Okay, so maybe something's not going as I'm hearing. Business as usual has been disrupted, right? Business as usual has been disrupted. Daydreaming and rebound. Somebody dreaming about a rebound. Okay, I got two cards that just, one hit the table and one flipped upside down. Divine feminine. Yin and feminine energy and realizations. There's that word again. Epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. Somebody's considering a rebound. They are daydreaming about doing something that's going to present as a rebound. About this fire. Epiphany and fire. Fuego. What is this chemistry and intense passion? Things heating up. More confusion. There's so much confusion. Uncertain, unclear, unsure. Alright, so hopefully somebody is going to work to get out of this confused energy, because it is all over the place. Pain at the bottom of the deck. Apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. Who is afraid? Somebody is afraid. Could be you or the person that this is about. Person you're thinking about. Alright, I want to see from this metaphorical love associative deck. I see what they would like to tell you, what they're feeling. They're the more, what's the word I'm trying to find? Help me, Spirit. The conclusion. What conclusions are they reaching? I don't know who this envy belongs to, but it doesn't feel like it belongs to either you or your person. It may be some pervasive energy. I don't know, it might. You know if it does or not, but what's the conclusion that they're coming to about the collective? What conclusion are they coming to? Keep moving forward. Okay, so that's clear. Moving forward, there's movement. It's not just thinking. They're not just daydreaming. What else about smelling these roses? Close the door with grace. Wow. Okay. They are moving forward away from something else. Once they've slowed down to smell the roses, it exposed something or someone. Someone that they didn't see before. I've been driving around that cone. I've been driving around that rubber cone for a long time, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's what that was. What about the chaos? My needs and feelings deserve to be heard. Wow. You know how disruptive that is to people that just go along to get along? It's so disruptive, especially if you're dealing with a narcissist, narcissistic energies, if you're dealing with people that are used to you being a certain way with them, providing for them, doing things for them, being an a people pleaser. This will cause this. Absolutely. Hey, my feelings matter too. What do you mean? Where did this come from? Why are you so different? Why are you changing? It's amazing how people seem to be so defensive about and offended by somebody standing up for themselves who doesn't usually stand up for themselves. It's really wild. What about daydreaming? You are perfect to me, flaws and all. You are perfect to me, flaws and all. I don't need to say anything else. Somebody feels this way about you, about the collective. Maybe you feel this way about them too, but for this to come out with the Divine Feminine card, if you are the Divine Feminine, this person has had epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. Like, this is what they're daydreaming about. How perfect you are to them. The epiphany, okay. You are worth fighting for. Wow. Wow. Self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. That untapped talents is like somebody realizing how strategic they can be, right? Like, that can be the talent, is that I'm trying to figure out a way, even though there's been confusion, and there will be a fight of some type. This is a bridge that's being crossed. It's about to be crossed. Even though there's pain, there's luck. Even though things have been confusing or conflicting in the past. This also feels like, there's no way to do this without there being pain. Somebody is going to feel some pain. Whoever is about to be on the other end of a rebound situation. The bottom of this deck is, despite everything, I still believe in us. Wow. Okay. So finally, I'm going to get some from the Cosmic Oracle Tarot. This is kind of predictive, but at the same time, it's, I don't like those. I don't like to say that it's predictive. I just want to see if maybe we can estimate what is going to happen in divine timing, when it is meant to happen. What can the collective count on with this very resolute energy? Somebody is, like I was saying about self-love, somebody is there. And they're not going to leave a trail of bodies behind them, literally or figuratively. They're going to do what they need to do to express themselves, take care of themselves without burning it all down. Look at this. It looks they may leave the grass unmowed, but there's still some flowers. Like, they're not leaving everything destitute and barren. They're like, okay, I'm going to leave with a little bit of grace. But this is more important. We're going to keep moving forward. So what can the collective expect from this energy? in due time. What can the collective expect? Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be significant for you or your person. Could be the time of year that it happens. We're in Taurus season officially right now. Virgo season in September. I'm sorry, August, September. Capricorn season, December, January. Challenges, make a decision, work on inner healing, for sure. Always. That is a forever challenge. That is always something that we should be striving for, is inner healing. When you think you've done all the healing, there's more. I don't know what this card is supposed to be representing. Is this another foot behind this boulder? I don't know, but it almost looks like somebody is rolling over a person. Let's not do that. Don't roll over anybody to get to where you need to get to your healing. You know, it also could be rolling a boulder away from yourself, from your old stifled self. All right, I don't want to get too deep, but I'm just trying to make sense out of that interesting drawing. What else, Spirit? What else can the collective expect from this energy? Distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Yeah, there may need to be some distance. There could currently be distance, physical, geographical distance, emotional distance, but it may be necessary right now because there's delays. They've been sidetracked because they're in an upheaval. Whatever's going on, they're being the black sheep in their family, their community. They're voicing their needs and their feelings. So they may need to keep their distance until, you know, that dies down, which is a loving thing to do. If they want to come towards you, they're not going to come towards you with drama. But that feels like, till that chaos settles, till the tornado passes. What else, Spirit? What else? Honeymoon. Honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. Someone may be you. Or, you know, even if you just like, I've been watching, what is this show? It's a show on Netflix. I can't even think of the name now. It's like a smaller cast than Queer Eye, but they're like 3 gay guys that help some people to plan last minute weddings for people. And some of them, it was like they've been together for a long time, but they've never been able to give their partner the wedding. So far it's masculine planning for the feminine, but it's like they're giving them a chance to have like a dream wedding that they do in like literally 3 days. It's so cute. But you know, you could watch those and just, you know, live vicariously through them through someone else having a wedding soon. But that also could mean that this is your reading if you're headed to a wedding, if you're going to be attending someone's wedding in the near future. But I'd like to think that it's going to be your own. You're going to be attending your own wedding. If that's what you want, that is what you desire. What else, Spirit? Not wishing this on anybody, but it came out. Somebody's experiencing a breakup. There is no metaphor for divorce. It is a dissolution of a marriage. Somebody may be entertaining that in order to be with you. You are worth fighting for. They know they're up for a fight if they do this, but they're on fire for you. They're feeling this fuego. This fuego. Despite the confusion, it's getting harder and harder to, I mean, there are only a couple of ways to put out a fire, and you got to put out a fire fast before it spreads. So, whatever they're doing, they got to work fast. Ooh. They got to work fast. Whatever. Okay. And bottom of the deck, moving. Change of residence, moving in with your partner. Well, I mean, that feels like pretty straightforward to me. Something is changing on your behalf, in your favor, you know. So whatever it is, you know, whatever, these are cards on a table. I'm reading energy. And, you know, attached to this are people with real lives, with real feelings, with, you know, no matter how good things can be for you, things that you hoped for, prayed for, have been waiting for, have some compassion for anyone that is not going to be on the receiving end of this, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't care what people have done. I don't care how bad they've been, how nasty they've been, if they've been vindictive. People hurt people because they're hurt. I don't care about the entity attachments. Like, all of that dehumanizes the human experience. All of us here are having a human experience. And if somebody is going through something, if they're starting to experience their own karma because of the shit they've done, they still deserve compassion. They don't deserve your time. They don't necessarily deserve your energy. You can pray for them and get the hell away from them. But we don't have to wish ill on anyone. We don't have to mock anyone for what they're losing that's coming towards you. Said that for somebody. Okay. Few charms to help you know if this reading is for you. I don't know why I just said that, like the Jungle Book song. I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you. Somebody envies you. Somebody envies the collective. They want to be like you because somebody's leaving them to be with you. Damn. Okay. Okay, we got what is this called? I forget what it's actually called. It's an axe of some type. Okay, double-headed axe, if y'all know the name. It's going to come to me after I stop doing this and channeling. That could be significant for you. You could have something like this. You could, like Thor, the comic book character, could like gladiator type movies, or just recently watched one. Got a tree. This is my generations card. This is the family tree card. Somebody may be challenged by their own family. You know, you definitely don't want to, unless it's extremely abusive and dangerous, to keep engaging. Like, somebody wants to leave with grace. They're leaving a family behind. Could be their family of origin or one that they've created. But you could also like trees. You could love trees. I know I personally love when I go for a walk or a hike, I want to touch a tree or two. Like to feel them. They're so old and they're so important to our environment, our climate, to our existence. We're all connected. Yeah, you could really, really love trees. Cats could be significant. Have one, want one, identify with them. Just taking a cat to a vet recently, or need to. Hope your babies are okay. Could know somebody with a lot of cats. Dragonflies could be significant. You may have just seen them recently or started seeing them again. I know I have. Been seeing dragonflies and also damselflies. I saw some yesterday on my hike. They're little, they're tinier, a lot smaller than dragonflies, but could be seeing those or feel drawn to those. Drawing those. You might like to draw dragonflies. That's specific. Couple more. Okay, this is a letter. Ooh, a J. J could be significant to your name, yours or your person. Juice. Jalen. Jerome. Justice. Jelly. Kind of slang for jealous. Hopefully you're not. Jewish? Somebody could be Jewish. Justified. I'm also hearing. Star. Pull starfish all the time. And they're different starfish. I don't know how many starfish I have in this bag. But this definitely represents ocean, marine life. Starfish also have a very significant job in the ocean. Like they help to clear things, clean things. And the coral reef, like, which is endangered. This music got really loud. It's also 5-pointed. Conflict and change, as I talk about in probably just about every reading at this point. It comes up. So that could be significant for you. And last one. Last one, Spirit. What else can help the collective know if this is their reading? The Sun. Definitely gives me Sun energy from the tarot card. Ultimate happiness. The happiest card in the deck, according to some readers. Also, just could indicate summertime. Or the sun. I mean, the sun shines all the time here, unless it's cloudy and raining, but you can still see it a lot of times. Sun is just about warmth, happiness, joy. Could be a sun sign. Could be whatever your sun sign could be significant. So whatever that is, that's the actual sign in Western astrology that you are based on your birthday. And we're in Taurus season right now, so that could also be significant again. More confirmation. Yeah, I'm just getting happiness from this. You may have just done a lot of work on your mental health. Seeing the sun again. And could be dealing with seasonal depression. And the sunlight, the longer days is really helpful and therapeutic for you. If you're, in the part of the country that observes daylight savings time. Could be feeling a lot better these days than you have been mood-wise. Look at that sun juxtaposed on that cloudy, dark storm. You've overcome that. That's why you're calling this in. The compassion for people that are losing out in this situation is clutch. And so on the receiving end of this, if you are, you must have done something right. If somebody cannot stay where they are because they want to be with you so bad, they're dealing with everything they need to deal with in order to come to you. And it's some pretty heavy stuff. They're not just decluttering their home or like paying off a couple of debts. Like, they are moving mountains. They are enduring storms. They are really facing some hard stuff. Because you're worth fighting for, collective. It's a beautiful place to be. Don't take it lightly. Don't be arrogant about it. Yeah, it's this is not every day that somebody does this for someone else. So it's beautiful. I'm proud of you. You're doing something right. Keep doing it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I love y'all. Thank you to anyone who has purchased my deck, the Black Churchish Oracle, or the Blocked and Unblocked Oracle on Etsy. They're on my Etsy store under the name Southern Lightwork. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for comments, shares if you share this content. I do appreciate you. This is from my imagination to yours.